ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदं। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
स्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः ऐवन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
एओङ्
एओङ्
ऐऔच्
ऐऔच्
हयवरट्
हयवरट्
लण्
लन्
ञमङणम्
ञमङणम्
जभै
जभै
गडदश्
गडदश्
जबगडदश्
जबगडदश्
कपचठथ चटतौ
कपचटत चटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर्
शशसर्
हल्।
हल्.
We know Maheshwara Sutra, then why should we chant every class? It's a prayer. It is Maheshwara Sutra is a prayer. That is why we do. Like Vakratunda Saraswati Namastubhyam. This is also it's a prayer. Akuha Visarjaniyana Kantaha Yashanam Talu Ruturashanam Murdha Lutulasanam Dantaha Upopadmaniyanam Oshtau Yamangananam Nasikacha
नासिकाच
Edaitogo Kantatalu
दयितो कंठतालु
Odautogo kantha oshtam.
Odautogo kantha oshtam.
Karasya danta oshtam.
Akarasya danta oshtam.
Jikhva muli yasya jikhva mulyam.
Muliyasya jikhmulyam.
Nasika anusvarasya.
Nasika anusvarasya.
Ramo rajamanis sada vijayate. Ramam ramesham bhaje.
Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate.
Ramam
Ramesham Bhaje.
Ramena bhihata nishachara chamuhu. Ramaya tasmai namaha.
Ramena Hita Nishachara Chamu.
Ramaya
Tasmai
Namaha.
Naste parayanam parataram. Ramasya dasosmyaham.
Ramanastiparayanam
Parataram Ramasya
Ramasya
Dasosmyaham.
Me chittalaya sada bhavatu me. Bhora mamamuddhara.
Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Me. Mamamudhara.
Raman Nasti. What sandhi is that?
Anunasika.
Explain what is that? What happens to what? Which is Tani? What is Adesha?
Padanta yar letter is followed
Yes.
by Anunasika. Then yar will be replaced by Anunasika optionally.
Yes. Raman Nasti. This two Nakara you will see. Raman Nasti. Here it is. Padantayar. Two Nakara can be seen. Okay. Let me ask like this. Where are all the places you will see two Nakara?
Namudagama, yeah.
Namudagama one. What is the condition for that?
Purva Varna should be Haswa Hach.
Okay.
Padanta
Yamut should be followed by
preceded by
Hach letter.
Haswaj.
Yeah, Purva must be Raswach and following must be
Hach.
Hach.
Ach. So the following is Ach letter, right? Therefore you will see the Nakara there. One thing. Here the following letter, the Raman Nasti. The following letter is Anunasika. That is difference. These are two. Any other place where Nakara, double Nakara can come?
Parasavarna.
Yes. Ehi Parasavarnaha. That is possible. Good. What is that Ehi Parasavarnaha? You explain that. Which is Tani, which is Adesha.
Anuswara will be replaced by Savarna of the following year.
The Savarna of the following letter is what letter should be there in the
A letter.
A letter. A letter, okay. For Nakara to come, very specific.
Yeah, Tavarga.
Very good.
Tavarga
Tavarga letter.
Tavarga letter.
Yes, within the A letter, Tavarga letter must be there. Another place where Nakara comes. Just
Appadanta.
No, Appadanta. No, another one. Lumagama comes and Yamutagama you already have said. That is okay, fine. Another place where you will see two Nakara is just a Melanam. Like Melanam, nothing is there. Suppose Asmin plus Nasti, Asmin Nasti, nothing happens. You will see double Nakara because it's a Melanam. Okay. So these are the four. One is simply Melanam. Second one here followed by Anunasika. Then another thing is Anuswara followed by Tavarga letter, that is A letter, possible. Other one is Nimutasma. In these places it can come. Raman Nasti. This is anyway. This is here it is. Ramat Nasti is Padantaya. Each rule has got specific condition. So that we need to know. Okay. Let me ask you another question, which interesting. Yes. Gita, the Sandhi we will do from Gita on Monday. But now only one question from this. Let's see how you answer. Naiva kinchit karo meti yukto manyeta tattvavit. The second line, how will you read that? It's like a Chinese astrology. That person who comes recently in the TV channel, Chinese. Have you seen Chinese astrology? The word, the long sentence. If you read with no pause, whatever letter is there, it will look like Chinese astrology. I will use read the second one.
Pashyan Shrunvan Sprishan Jigran Ashnan Gachan Swapan Shwasan.
Yeah. What is Sandhi? Now let us do the Sandhi. A Sandhi has happened. Start from the last one. Can start from the last one. Okay. As you wish, you can start from, because Pashyan already you know it. Therefore, you can start from the beginning also. Fine.
Swapan Shwasan.
Pashyan.
Shrunvan. Okay. Shrunvan.
What Sandhi is that? Pashyan plus Shrunvan.
Shrutva Sandhi.
Pashyan Shrunvan. Chutva Sandhi.
Takara is replaced by Nyakara.
Yeah, but why not other Sandhi? Is any other Sandhi will come?
Shakara is a shar letter, so
Shakara is shar letter.
no other Sandhi.
It's good, it's correct only. It's Chutta only. But Pashyan plus Shrunvan, Padanta Nakara, right?
Yeah.
It is Padanta Nakara. And what are the rules you know about Padanta Nakara? Anuswara. Padanta Nakara will not become Anuswara. Will it become Anuswara? Apadanta, very good. Apadanta Nakara followed by Jal will become Anuswara.
Shall become,
right?
yeah.
Anuswara can happen in two ways. One is Padanta Makara can become Anuswara, number one. Or Apadanta Makara or Apadanta Nakara followed by Jal will become Anuswara. These are the two ways by which Anuswara is born. So Padanta Nakara, what rules you remember? Padanta Nakara. If it is
Nyamudagama Sandhi.
one is Nyamudagama Sandhi preceded by Rasvaj followed by Ach.
No, it is not.
That is followed by, no, it's not by Ach. So you cannot apply that rule here. Pashyan, Shrunvan. Shrunvan is beginning with Shakara. Fine. So Nyamudagama Sandhi will not come. Padanta Nakara is any other rule you remember? Padanta Nakara.
Repanuswara.
Very good.
Repas,
Yes.
Anuswara.
Followed by Chow.
Followed by Chow. And the Chow must be followed by? Here Shakara is there. Is it a Chow letter? Yes or no?
Chow.
No.
No.
No, Kapai, then only Shasar comes. So it is not a Chow letter. So therefore Padanta Nakara, that rule is not applicable, not possible. Padanta Nakara will not become room, not possible. I'm just saying you have to see the letter and just rule out the possibility. Because a Pashyan is Padanta Nakara. That's what we are going to see, Shatranta. All these are Shatrantas. So Pashyan and all these are Padam. So Padanta Nakara, so okay, this in fact this rule become more clear when you do Shatranta. We are going to see now. And Pashyan is the Padam. So Padam, because it's a Padam, therefore Padanta Nakara. Therefore the Rutva Vidhi will not happen here. Rutva Vidhi because followed by Chav, followed by Yam. So that is also ruled out. So if you see, you really rule out all those possibilities. It is not Padanta Nakara also. Sorry, it's not Apadanta Nakara also. It's a Padanta Nakara. Therefore, any other rules you remember?
Namundagama also has got Nakara.
Nyamatama would be followed by Ach.
Ach.
So
So it's not
this is
Ach.
not Ach. That is also ruled out. Then anything? Can you apply Padanta Nakara is that? Right? Padanta Nakara is followed by Padanta Nakara is that. So is it not a year letter?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you remember year? Padanta Nakara is therefore it is a year. Therefore year followed by
Anunasika.
Anunasika. But the following letter is not Anunasika. So that also ruled out. But before going to year Anunasika, Shutta Sandhi
That
is
rule
there.
comes later, right?
Yes, exactly. That rule comes later.
Yeah.
So Shutta Sandhi is there before. So that you have to apply. The same question which I asked here. Except Shutta Sandhi, all the rules they said. Shutta Sandhi, that didn't come to the mind immediately. That's why I asked this. So you have to spot this. This is Shutva. Simple rules, Shutva. Simple rules are often, we miss it. Pashyan plus Shunvan, Padanta Nakara. It will be Padanta Nakara. No other rules apply. So it is Tavarga letter. You have to see it as a Tavarga letter. That is in contact with the Shavarga letter. Right? So it is Shutta Sandhi. So Nakara becoming Yakara. Nothing else happens. So you don't have to see the rules in 8.3 and all. You have to go to Shutta Sandhi. That is the only rule applicable. No other rules are applicable. But how do you know? You have to see it as a Shutta Sandhi. You have to narrow down the possibilities. What Nakara is there? Can Ruttam happen? No. Can Anuswara come? No. That also not possible. You go by the same order, the sequence given in the chart. Then we go by the order, then Shutta Sandhi will come. So that you should apply. Right? Pashyan Shrunvan. What about the next one? Shrunvan plus.
Sprashan.
Yeah, what Sandhi is that? Here anything
No
applies?
Sandhi, sir. No Sandhi.
No Sandhi.
No Sandhi.
Yeah.
Here
Before
also
that,
Padanta.
Chakara has become Chakara.
Sorry?
It should be like here the Shakara is there. Actually, there should be a Chakara, right?
Where's Chakara?
This Chakara, Pashyan, Shrunva, there should be a Chakara, right? It will be turned to Chakara. Chacha.
Which one you're talking about?
Yeah, Pashyan, Shrunvan, Chakara is there, no?
Yes, Chakara is there. Yeah.
That should be like a Chakara, isn't it? I have seen as a because Shakara will be turned to a Chakara. Chutum will happen right there.
Chatta Sandhi you're talking about.
Yeah, Chutum. What is it?
That is optional.
Okay.
What is the rule for Chattva? Okay. What is the rule for Chattva?
Shakara preceded by Jai and followed by then it will be replaced by Chakara.
Yes. So, Shachoti. Ati is there, but we say it as Ami. Okay. So that Chattva Sandhi is optional.
Okay.
So Shakara is preceded by J letter. Is it a J letter? The preceding letter is?
Yeah.
No.
It's not a J letter.
It is not a J.
It is Anunasika, fifth letter. J, when you say, it starts from fourth letter, right?
No, it has become a Nyakara. Then it will be Jai letter. Right?
Huh?
after becoming a Nyakara, it is a J letter, right?
No, even if it is Nakara, before it was Nakara, right?
Yeah.
So will it, the J letter should preceded by the J letter, right?
Yeah, correct.
But here Nakara is it a J letter?
That I'm saying, like after turning to a Nyakara, then it is a J letter, right? That's
No,
what-
Nakara has become Nakara. How it is a J letter? Not
Okay.
clear.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Whether it
Yeah,
is
got it. Yeah,
Nakara
got
or
it.
Nakara.
Yeah, correct.
Can one of
Understand,
you
right?
read the Chatta Sandhi rule,
Yeah.
please? Read
Yeah.
the chart.
When Shakara preceded by Jai and followed by then it will be replaced by Chakara.
That's the rule, right?
Optionally.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Okay. Then the Shakara is that Shakara should become Chatta. Fine. Nimitta is preceded by J letter. J is Jabai Gadadash, Jabagadash, Kappa,
Yeah, correct,
Chatata,
correct.
Chatata, Kapai.
Yes,
So
confused.
fifth letter is not there, so it wouldn't happen.
Okay.
That's why we have seen some examples like Tat, Tat Shivaha. Examples, all the examples we have seen, if we see, it will be ending with either the J, this 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that won't happen. Shunvan plus Sprishan.
No Sandhi.
No Sandhi. Here also you have to rule out the possibility. It is Patanta, Nakara, fine, but it's not followed by Chav letter. Chav is stops Chatata only. There itself it stops. Even Kapai is not included. Right? So therefore there is no Sandhi. What about the next one?
Shtutva Sandhi.
Yeah.
Sprishan plus Jigran. Here also it is simple Chatra Sandhi. Nakara followed by in contact with Chavarga letter.
Chavarka.
Now the next one you can see. What is that?
Namudagam Sandhi.
Namudagama. Prashna. Karna plus.
Jigran plus
Ashnan.
Ashnan.
Ashva.
Jigran and it is not Nashnan. Jigran
Ashna.
and
Ash,
Na has
Ash.
come. Duplication. Just now we
Yeah.
saw in what all the possibilities for two Nakaras to come. It is Nyamutakama. You can see these conditions are fulfilled. Jigran Padanta Nakara preceded by short, followed by Ashnan, if it is Ashnan, followed by Ach.
Ach.
So therefore, Nimutakama Sandhi. You have to see, and you need to know the word also. Ashnan means Ash, Atti, eating, Ashnati, Ashnitaha, Ashnanti. So it is ninth kana dhatu, Ashnati. If you know that,
Sorry,
you,
right?
huh?
No, Jigran, that is Repa, right?
Yeah, yes. So
It's not H letter, right? I'm missing something.
no. Jigran is there preceded. What precedes Nakara? Nakara.
Nakara.
Rasvaj.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This confusion also can come. You will see Repa as a before one. This is possible. So that's why when we say when you say pronounce Jigra, only it ends with that you have to see. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Ashnan, Ashnati I said. Then next one,
Gachan.
No Sandhi there.
Gachan.
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 Ashnan,
Gachan.
Ashnan, Gachan. Any rule possible here? Ga is what letter? It's not Ga Ashnan plus Gachan.
No Sandhi there.
No Sandhi is possible. Nakara is there. Nakara is Padanta Nakara. Therefore, if this Nakara, if it become Anuswara, then Sandhi is possible. But Nakara is Padanta Nakara. So you need to know the Padanta Nakara is there. One is Rutvam will happen. One is Rutva possibility is there. Or Nimutagama, this possibility only. If it is Nakara, then it will not become Anuswara. So don't think about Anuswara. Anuswara cannot happen. Anuswara, suppose if it is Anuswara, then Parasavarna Sandhi is possible. Therefore, Ashwin Gachanis remains as it is. Nothing happens. No Sandhi. The next one.
No Sandhi.
Here also no
No
Sandhi.
Sandhi.
Here also no Sandhi. Yeah.
Sopan Shwasan.
No Sandhi.
So this looks very difficult, but it's actually only Shuddha Sandhi.
Shuddha
Nothing else
Sandhi.
is there. The second line. Pralapan Visrajan. What Sandhi is there? No Sandhi.
No Sandhi.
Here also no Sandhi. Pralapan is Pralapan Nakara. That's all. Nakara remains as it is. Visrajan. So you need to study about Nakara. What happens to Nakara? Which Nakara? When does it change? Visrajan. Visrajan Grinnan. Here also Nakara remains as it is. Nothing happens. Visrajan Grinnan. The next one is Grinnan plus
Unmisham. Namudagama Sandhi.
Namudagam.
Grinnan plus Unmishan. Namutagama Sandhi. Nakara preceded by U. Sorry, preceded by A. Grinnan. And followed by U. So, Namutagama. And the next one, the following also.
Namudagama Sandhi. Nimisham.
Namudagam.
Is Namutagama Sandhi? Please.
No,
please.
just Melanam.
Yes. Unmishan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Here's the example, just Melanam. Because you see double Nakara, that's why I said it could be Melanam also, right? Unmishan plus Nimishan. Whereas Nimishan plus,
Api.
Api.
what is that?
That is Namudagama.
Namudagama.
That is Nimutagama. So this example is a good example for Melanam as well as for Nimutagama. So you have to see this. Okay. Fine. Now we'll see one small, simple Shabda. Easy Shabdas cover, and then later we will see other Shabda. This is there in the Shabda Manjari book. Karantaha. Karantaha Strilingaha Kakub Shabdaha. Kakub. Now let us decline this Shabda. Kakub Shabdaha. Makarantaha Strilingaha Kakub Shabdaha. All the names from the chat box, chat list. The first person, Sundarji. Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Before that, I will copy paste. Last class we saw Upanak. For the Upanak, we have a separate rule.
Bakarantaha Sharanji Makaranta.
Sorry, Bakaranta. They say Makaranta? It's a typo. Bakaranta. Bakaranta. Last class we saw Upanak. Nakh we saw. Nakh is Akara ending will be replaced by
Dakara.
Dakara. Only one Dhatu. For
That
that,
is exception.
Dakara has come. And that's why we decline this Upanak, meaning the shoes, right? Upanat, we saw that. Upanat, Upanat, Upanaso, Upanatha, declension. Now, Kakub, Bakaranta. It is Bakaranta, not Bakaranta. Bakarantaha, Strilingaha, Kakub Shabdaha. Kakub meaning direction. Yes, Sundarji. Kakub plus Su. Yes. What will happen? Kakub plus Su. Kakub plus Su. Su is Sakara.
Just letter.
Yeah. First letter is this step. Kakub plus Su. Sakara is, what will happen to Sakara? It is
It is
Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana Pratyaya is Su.
Su.
Yeah. The content is Sakara.
Sakara. Means
Will be dropped.
Visarga will be there.
No, it will not become Visarga. Why? Because if it follows a consonant. That's what has happened all over, right? Even in Marut. So, Padanta Sakara will become Visarga. But if the Sakara follows a consonant, then the Sakara is dropped. It will not become. In other places, you will see it becoming Visarga. Right? That is what we have seen all over. I didn't say what rule is that. That's okay. Everywhere it is, that's what happens. The Sakara is dropped, following the consonant.
Hal, you have mentioned this.
Yes. So that Sakara is dropped. Okay. So therefore, trustee. Okay. So Sakara is dropped. Okay. Now you get Kakub plus Sakara, you get Kakub. Then after that, now you can say. Now Bakara is there. Now Kakub is a Padam. And this Kakub is a Pratipadika, whereas this is a Padam, Kakub.
Now that's the Padam.
Yes, a Padam. So what will happen to Padam?
Padanta Jal.
Yes, Padanta Jal will become
Jash.
Jash becomes Kakub.
Just for Sandhi.
Just to Sandhi happens. So Kakub, you get Kakub. Now, another form is Padanta Jal. At the end will become Jal followed by Kar will become Char, Chartva Vidhi.
Char.
Jal at the end, Avasana.
Okay.
Avasana also will become Char only.
Okay. Yeah, that is also char only. Means Kakub.
Kakub, Pakara will come. So Kakub or Kakub, both are okay. Right? The next one, Ramaji, you can do Rama. Next one is simple. Just you can say the form.
Okay.
Kakub plus Au.
Au, Kaku, Bau.
Next one, continue.
Kaku plus
Just.
Just. Kakubas. Kakubaha.
Yeah. So Kakub plus just Melanam.
Yeah.
This Sakara is Padanta Sakara and preceded, it is not preceded by Hal. So nothing will happen to Sakara. That's why it becomes Visarga. You have to note this. The previous one is Sakara follows the Hal, therefore it is dropped. We have not seen what rule is it. It is dropped. Right? Becomes Kaku. Kakubaha. Then next one, continue Ramaji.
Okay. Kakub plus Kakubham.
Okay.
Kakub plus out, Kakubhau. Kakub plus Shas, Kakubaha.
Yeah. Kakub plus Shas. The content of Shas is As. Therefore, the same like the previous one. Kakub Bas. Padanta Sakara becoming Ru. And Ru becoming Visarga. So all these things we know. That's why I take it for granted moving forward. The next one, Kakub plus Ta.
Kakubha.
Becomes Kakuba. Yeah, continue the next one.
Then Kakub plus Bhyam.
Yeah.
Here first just for Sandhi happens.
Yes.
Kakubhyam. Kakub plus Bhyam.
So Kakub plus just the Kakub, right? Bakara comes.
Yeah, third. Kakub plus Bhyam. Then Jashtwa 2 will also.
Yes, Jashtva Sandhi. This is Jashtva Sandhi number 1.
So
Okay.
again, then
Then
kak plus bhyam,
just to sandhi number 2.
2 is
The final form will be
kakubhyam only. Chatvam will not happen because
yeah.
it's not kar letter.
Kakubhyam.
Kakubhyam.
The next one.
Then kakub plus bis. Kakubbihi. Kakub plus
Just to
bihi.
sandhi number 1.
Just one, and then just 1, 2. And then kakubbihi.
Kakubbihi. Right. Okay. The next one, Krishnanji.
Yes.
This kaku plus ta, it is kakuba or kaku?
That's a mistake. Okay. Typo. Kakuba.
Chaturthi is kakub plus a, kakube.
Okay. Okay.
It's kakubhyam.
Okay. Kakubhyam.
Same as the 3-bit. And kakubhyah.
Kakub. Bakara becomes just to sandhi number 1. And then
And jalam jal jashish.
number 2. Then you get Kakubhyam. Then Kakub plus Vyas.
Kakubhyah.
Plus Kakubhyaha. Yep, continue. The next one is Nasi.
Panchami is kakubaha.
It becomes Kakubaha.
Padanta sakara becomes room and visarga.
Yes.
Kakubhyam, kakubhyah.
Same as 4-2 and 4-3. So just copy pasting. Changing the vibhakti alone. So Kakubhyam and Kakubhyaha. Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti is kakubaha.
Kakub plus Nas becomes Kakubaha. So 1-3, 2-3, 5-1, and 6-1 will be same, Kakubaha. And Kakub plus Os,
Kakuboho.
Kakubos, also Kakuboho.
Kakubam.
Kakub plus Am, Kakubam. Okay, next one, Kakub plus
Kakubi.
Ni.
Kakubi.
Kakub plus Os,
Kakuboho.
Kakub plus Sup.
Kakupsu.
So here what happens when followed by Su? It's a Jal, Kakub, and then
Kar letter, so it
Kashtatadi number 1 and followed by Kar. Therefore, Jal will be replaced by
third letter pakara.
so Kakupsu. You get the form Kakupsu. So these are the form Kakupsu. You can see here. See, Kakupsu. So we know to derive this. Simple. Kakubhyam. Because we know all the rules. Therefore, you can easily derive the form. Okay, now let me give one more Shabda. This is a simple Shabda. this Shabda is, it is simple Shabda. Now, let me give another Shabda. Jakaranta Shabda. Jakaranta Pullingaha. Devej Shabdaha. This is not in your Shabdamanjari. Jakarantaha Pullingaha Devej Shabdaha. What is Devej? It's a compound. Devej is a compound. You can guess that something is a familiar word is there.
Deva.
That is one thing. Okay, Deva we know.
Yaj.
Yaj. Deva Yaj. Devam Yajati. Devej denotes a person who worships the Deva. Devam Yajati iti Devej. It's a samasa, upapada samasa.
Oh.
The one who worships Deva. So the dhatu is
Yaj.
Yaj. But you don't see Yaj here. What happened to Yakara missing? Yaj is there. What happens to Yakara here?
Saṃskṛtam.
Saṃskṛtam.
So the Shabda itself you can see. Two words are there. One is Deva. One is Deva, the Shabda, and followed by, it is age is there. It is not age, it is Jakara is there. Here the letter A is there. A, Dev plus age. Dev plus age. So you can guess A has come. It means A is a Guna letter. So it means two letters must are joined. What are the possibility? One is A plus E. I is a part of Deva and E is a part of Jakara. Ij. How Ij will come? Ij must have come from Yaj. From Yaj, Ij has come. How Yakara become Ikara? That is by Saṃskṛtam. Okay, anyway, if it is too much, leave it, no problem. So, Yajudata already we have seen Saṃskṛtam will happen. Yaj will become Saṃskṛtam. You can note that. Yajudatu.
Why does it happen here?
It has happened here.
But Sharanji, E becomes Yakara, that is Saṃskṛtam. It becomes Vakar.
Yakara becomes Ikara. That is Saṃskṛtam. Yan is replaced by.
Is there a certain rule for that, or is it just one of those things we need to remember?
The rules are there. We will see that later. All rules cannot be said immediately. So it will be difficult. Saṃskṛtam happens. Okay, Devam Yajati iti Devej. Why it happens? That we need to know the rule. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm just saying you have to see the dhatu Yaj here. That's why I said. Devej is there, A is there. So Deva plus Ij and Ij. Why it is? There is no dhatu Ij. You can just see. So Ikara must have come in the place of Yakara. Saṃskṛtam would have happened. It's a guess only. In the beginning, it's a guesswork. Later, when you know the rule, you will see it. Yes, it is Yaj dhatu. So Devam Yajati. That is why I gave the Vigraha Vakya. Devam Yajati. So Yaj is there, Yaj dhatu. Yaj Pujane. Now, what do you remember? Okay, whatever I said, it is extra. Okay, if you can understand it, it doesn't matter now. Yaj. What rule you remember pertaining to Yaj? You know some?
You have
Brascha, that one.
At Queen Pratyaya.
Queen Pratyaya should be added.
No, not Queen. Why Queen? Queen is
They
only
did that I'm sorry for Jakara.
Brascha, Yaj, that one.
That one, yes. Brascha, Sraja, Mraja. Yaja, the word is there.
8-2-36.
Yeah, Ritvij is a different. Okay, don't worry about Ritvij. There also we saw edge is there, but the whole word, Ritvij, the whole word it will takes Quin Pratyaya. He says that's different, and that also Ritvij is a Nipatana. It is a ready-made word available in the language. So Panini Maharshi doesn't say give the how it is derived and all. It's all Nipata. For one word, he will not give any rule. Anyway, that is also another topic. So here, edge is that Vrascha, Srijam, Jakara is replaced by Shakara. That rule must come, simple. Not Quin Pratyaya, don't worry about the Quin. Quin Pratyaya only few dhatus, few words will take. That we will see separately. Because the Ritvij Shabda in the Shabda Manjari, it is given in the Vanij Shabda, that is why I took that Shabda. Otherwise, I have not have taken that Shabda. Ritvij. The Quin Pratyaya, because in the Shabda Manjari, Vanij Shabda is there, Jakarantaha Vanij Shabdaha. There in the, for practice, he has given Ritvij. It is not simply Chokokuhu, it is Kuttum, it is by Quin Pratyaya is there, therefore I taught that. Anyway, Quin Pratyaya is a different thing. Don't worry about it. Only few dhatus, and there are also conditions are there. Whether the dhatu must have upapadam or not, will have subanta or not, then only it will take Quin and all that. So, leave the Quin now. Devaj, that edge is there. So, Chavarga ending letter followed by, at the end of the padam, or followed by Jal will become Kavarga. That's called Kutvam number 1. And the exception to Kutvam is if few dhatus are given, right? Vrasja, Srija, Mrija, you can see those dhatus. In the miscellaneous rule, where is? You can see immediately after this Kutta Vidhi. 8 to 30, 8 to 31.
Miscellaneous 6.
8
Sixth one, yeah.
32, 8 to 33, and then 34 and 35. 36, yeah, this is the one. So here you can see Dhatu Yaja is Yaja, it is Chavarga ending letter. Does it become Kavarga? No. By this rule, it becomes Murdhani Shakara. This is rule was what only you are going to apply to derive that Shabda. Devaj, the Shabda, is a Samasa, Devam Yajati, and Yaj is there. Yaj is Jakara, it is covered in this rule. Therefore, we are going to apply this rule there. That is a connection. Understand? Yes?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
But that's all. That's only I want you to know it now. Nothing else. Don't confuse with Ku and the Kuttum and all. Quin Pratyaya and all. Now, apply. Let us do this. Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Let me copy paste. Next person, Sumati ji.
Yeah. It is Devaj plus.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Let me copy paste. Devaj plus Su. Tell me.
So, yeah. So, Sakara is the content, and you get here first it will be replaced by Murdhanya Shakara, Shatvam 1.
Why? Followed by why Murdhanya Shakara?
Okay,
Devaj
Sakara.
plus Su.
Yeah, it will be just no, Sakara will be dropped.
Dropped, that's all.
Because
Okay,
it's followed
when
by.
does it become Murdhani Shakara? Sakara will becoming Murdhani Shakara. Shatvam, when does it happen?
It has to be. You have to apply this rule. What you told me now, no, Sharanji. The dhatus ending with.
No. I'm talking about you said Sakara becoming Murdhani Shakara.
No. By mistake, I told you.
Yeah, by mistake you told. I'm asking what rule. When do you apply that? I'm asking you.
Apadanta Sakara.
Apadanta Sakara.
Preceded by Koho.
Apadanta Sakara, which is a Pratyaya Sakara or Adesha Sakara,
Adesha Sakara.
preceded by in or ku, very specific. right? Preceded by in or ku, or even when intervene, only one letter, any of the
One letter.
letter intervene. That is, what are those letters? Shar letter,
Sarga.
sarga,
Num.
num, yeah, only one is allowed,
Numbers.
not more than one. Then shattam will happen. That is for apadanta sakara. Here padanta sakara. So, and the sakara, it's a pratyaya. Okay, ekal pratyaya we say. Anyway, that's fine. So, this sakara following the hull is drop. Only that much you remember, nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. That sakara belonging to the pratyaya following. Only that sakara must be there in the pratyaya. No other letter. If that is there, following the hull, it is dropped. That the rule. That much you remember. That is enough. So sakara, you drop it. Right?
Yeah.
Then you get devej. Now what will happen? Smriti?
Now we can use the Shatvam one.
Yes, that's what you are going to use.
And I jumped
You have to
2
rule out
steps
the
and told it.
Kuttam cannot be applied.
Yeah.
Because exception is there. Therefore, Kuttam cannot be applied. Yeah, tell me. Now, Jakara
So
will
it will
become
become Devesh.
Devesh. Good. After that,
Then Shakara. So then you can apply Chatva Vidhi.
huh? Devesh is what is Devesh now?
It is a Padanta.
Very Padam, right?
Padam.
Now,
Yeah, it is
what
Padam.
is the last letter?
Shakara.
What will happen now?
That will be replaced by. You can use Jashtva one.
Yes.
Jashtva one. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it will become Deved.
De?
Dakara, right?
Yes. Deved, yes.
Then this now Deved, or you can get Deved, or you can use Chatva Vidhi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you'll get Chatva Vidhi will be Devet.
Deved. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Very good. Continue. Next one
So
is
next
simple.
one is you get Deve Jau.
Devejau.
Jau.
Continue. Next one.
Next, just content is us. So Deve Jaha. Sakara will become room and room will become Visarga.
Devejas. Devejaha. The form will be Devejaha.
Devejaha.
Devejau. Devejaha. Next
Jaha.
one.
Devejam. Is just the melanum, you get Devejam.
Devejam.
Next is out. So content is out. So you'll just get Devejau.
Devej plus au.
Out, it will be Devejau.
Okay. Then next
Then
one.
Shas, us is the content. So just like the previous one, you get Devejaha. Sakara will become room and room will become Visarga.
Okay.
Then Devej plus star, content is R. So you get Deveta, Deveja.
Deveja. Next
Then,
person, Kameshwari.
Devej plus Byam. Here Devej is a Padam. So Shatvam will have Shatvam one Devesh.
Devesh. Okay.
Then
What is the condition for Shattam to happen? The Shakara?
that all those dhatus, Chakara, Shakara, that is Padanta.
Adanta.
Dhatus, breast, srij, mrij, yaj.
Okay. Okay.
And the dhatus ending with Chakara or Shakara. Dhatus ending with
Fine.
Chakara or Shakara at the end of a Padam or when followed by Jal.
So here what do you apply? What condition is there to apply?
Yeah.
Is it at the end of the Padam or followed by Jal?
It's at the end of the Padam.
Why is it not followed by Jal?
Yeah.
Both are there.
Yeah, both are there.
Both are there. That's what you have to say. Both are there. It is Padanta, Jal,
Jal and
as
followed
well
by
as
Jal.
followed by Jal. That's what you can apply it. Okay. Apply. Now what will happen? Devesh plus Bhya.
Then Jashtvam 1. So
Yes.
Devad plus Bhyam.
Then
Uh,
after that, you apply Chartvam.
Tartvam, yeah.
Chartvam you apply.
Tartvam, no, it is not kar letter, so we can't apply Chartvam.
Therefore, leave it as it is.
Devad Bhyam.
Devad Bhya. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. The next one.
Then Devaj plus Bis. Content that is the same. So Devesh plus Bis. Shatvam.
Then Devad.
Devad plus Bis. So Devad Bihi.
Devad Bhi. Then the next one. Continue.
Devaj plus Ne. Content is A. So Devaj. Devaj plus Bhyam. Same thing. So Devad Bhyam.
I'll copy paste from here.
Yeah.
So Devaj Bhyam 3-2 to 4-2. This is 4-2. You can do 4-3 now.
Devaj plus Byas. So it becomes Devesh plus Byas. So Devad plus Byas. So Devad Bhyah.
Devad Bhya.
Then Devaj plus
Kshamyata.
Nasi.
Sorry?
Yeah, Jashtvam 2 also will come, right, Sharanji?
Yes, you're right. Yeah. That's what she said, I think.
Okay.
Gesture number 1. First is this happens, and then gesture number 2. Yes, gesture number 2 also will happen.
And then Jashtvam 2, and then only David.
Yeah, I'm not mentioned here. That's my gesture Vidhi number 1 and gesture Vidhi number 2 both will apply. Because it's a padam also, similarly here also. Gesture Vidhi number 1 and then gesture Vidhi number 2, both to be applied. Even though nothing happens, but still, for the sake of application, the rules are there in order to apply. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't mention that. Jashtvam 2 I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Next.
We have seen that before, that's why I took it for granted. Okay, fine, no problem. Continue.
Then Devaj plus Nasi.
Yes.
Us is the content. So Devajas, Devajah, it will become room, and the room will become Visarga. Devajah.
Devaj, just and Devajaha. Sorry. Okay. Then fourth.
Devaj plus Bhyam. It is same thing only. Devad Bhyam.
So once you do, other things are very simple, very easy. Therefore, Alanta is easy compared to Ajanta. Ajanta, you will have a lot of rules, but Alanta only few. And Ajanta, a lot of exceptions will be there. Alanta is relatively simple.
Then Devaj plus Nasus, Devaj plus Us. So Devajas, Devajah.
Yeah.
Then Devaj plus Os, Devajos, that is Devo Joho. Devajoho.
Okay.
Then Devaj plus Am, just Melanam, Devajam.
Devajam, okay.
Then Devaj plus Ni, E is the content, so Devaji.
Devaji.
Just Melanam. Then Devaj plus Os, it is Devajoho.
Okay.
Then Devaj plus Sup, Su is the content, Devaj plus Su. Here Devesh, Shatvam will come. Devesh plus Su. Then Devesh. Here, Jashtva Sandhi 1, only Jashtva Sandhi 1 can be applied. So Devate plus Su. Then Chartva Vidhi.
Devetsu.
Chartvam 1 only. Devate Su.
It is Devetsu. Takara Su is there. You can,
Yeah.
it's small. You can see that. Devetsu.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how it is declined. This another simple one. Simple Shabda. Okay. More Shabdas are there. We will see one by one later. So, have any doubts in this? This is a simple one. We have to see only edge. Because edge is there, therefore we apply the Shatpa Vidhi number 1. Okay. So today we will just start the new topic, Shatra Shanaj. Just give an introduction. We will see more elaborately in the successive classes. Just giving a small introduction to Shatra and Shanaj. What are they? We'll see. But before that, we need to know about the participle. What is a participle? You can see. What is a participle? A participle is a verb adjective, meaning it's a verb as well as an adjective. In Saṃskṛtam, you will see, when we see the examples, you'll understand. It plays the role of a verb also, and also an adjective. The verb in a sentence, suppose if it is not there, and you have a participle, the participle can play the role of the verb. And verb also can be supplied. You can supply tinganta. Always asti bhavati, it is there. There is no sentence without that. Okay. So we are going to see participle. And participle is past participle, present participle. So many participles are there. In general, what is participle is? Now we are going to see the present participle. But I'm not comfortable with the word present participle. I will tell you why it is later. Now let us read this. Then you will understand. Later when I explain also, you'll understand. So for participles, to create participles, we have pratyas. We have pratyas, and they are also krit pratyas only. Participles we have in all the languages. In English, we have past participle, go, went, gone, eat, ate, eaten, past participle. Similarly, the present participle, eating, going, walking. So it's a participle. It is, suppose if you say the walking Rama falls, the Rama who walks, he falls. So walking is an action, it's a verb, and also it qualifies the Rama who is walking. So it behaves like an adjective. In Saṃskṛtam, you will see more of it as an adjective. And in English, maybe you may not be able to see walking Rama, but in Saṃskṛtam, you will see it's an adjective because it has to match with the karta in terms of vibhakti, in terms of vachanam and linga. So therefore, purely as an adjective, you will see. And also it plays a role of a verb also. That is why it's called participle. So therefore, it does both the work of a verb as well as an adjective. So in some books, it is given present active participle. We are going to see the present participle. In some books, it is given as present active participle, present active continuous participle, PACP or PAP, whatever may be. But I am comfortable with the word continuous participle. We are going to see continuous participle. Continuous participle is the verb plus ing in the English, eating, walking, going, the verb plus ing. That is the participle. And what will be the form in Saṃskṛtam? That's what we are going to see. And this participle, continuous participle, it means the action continues. The action continues. Continuing action. Now, why I said to call it as a present participle? Present participle, does it mean the action continues now? The action continues now. See, for example, given the example here, you can see, I met a girl carrying a bouquet of flowers. Now, I met a girl. It's a past tense. Lang lakara, I met. And the girl was carrying a bouquet of flowers. She was carrying, not carrying now. That time when I saw, she was carrying. So, you can see the word carrying. Carrying is a participle. Carry plus ing, it's a participle. To call it as a present participle, that time when I met, she was carrying. That time it was present. But the main tense of the sentence is indicated by the main verb, met. It's a past tense. Therefore, it was past continuous participle. In the past, I saw the girl carrying a bouquet of flowers. Suppose if I meet a girl now carrying a bouquet, then also I meet a girl carrying a bouquet of flowers. Here also, I carrying only, even though it is latlakara, meet, I meet. So, suppose if it is future, I will meet a girl carrying a bouquet of flowers. I will meet a rit lakara, future tense. And the girl will be carrying a bouquet of flowers. In all the three tenses, the word carrying is there. To call it as a present participle can create confusion. Therefore, instead of present participle, I would prefer to call it as a continuous participle. You understand this?
Yes, Shanti.
In books,
Yes,
in all the English, in Saṃskṛtam books, you will find as a present participle. This doubt will come. If it is present participle, then in the past it has happened, and in the future it will happen. Still, can we call it as a present participle? Confusion with the main tense and the participle can come. That is why, to make it clear, let us call it as continuous participle. When a continuous action possible, when two actions are happening, when two actions happen, along with the one action, other action continues. You can connect with the tva lyap pratyaya, what we saw, and tuman also. In all those tuman, tva, these are two actions. So now we are seeing two actions. When two actions happen, what all are all the pratyayas? One action is done for the sake of another action. What pratyaya you will add? One action is done for the sake of another action. What pratyaya?
Tum.
Tum pratyaya. Because the action, second action is going to be accomplished in future. In future doesn't mean literally in the future. It could be in the past also. You went to eat in the dining hall. There also to eat. It means doesn't mean it's only future. No, it's the past. The tense of the sentence is decided by the past, by the main verb, which is went. I go to dining hall. Here also I go. It's latlakar, but go to eat. To eat is there. Tum is there. So tum is, that's why we call tum is infinite in English. Anyway, so the second action which is going to be accomplished. Two actions are there. After completing the first action, the second action is accomplished. Second action will take tum pratyaya. Now suppose after the completion of first action, then the second action is done. What pratyaya?
Twa.
Twa pratyaya. And if the dhatu has upasarga, we add lyap.
Yep.
Now, here, two actions are happening simultaneously. Whether it is in the past or present or future, doesn't matter. But two actions are happening simultaneously. Then for that we have the pratyaya. So now in this example, I met a girl carrying a bouquet of flowers. The word carrying is a verb, is an action, and also describes a girl. Carrying girl. She was carrying. So it's an adjective also. It's one way, it's an adjective also. In Saṃskṛtam, as I said, you will see more it is an adjective. And present continuous participle not only refers to present time. Just now I said. It is only used to denote a continuing action. Okay, therefore we use present participle to form present continuous tenses. So we will call it as continuous participle. That is comfortable. That is comfortable. Present participle is a form of the verb. The verb will be appended with ing, we know. And present continuous is a verb tense. Example, he is reading a book. He is reading a book. This is present continuous in English. While the present participle of the verb read is reading, the present continuous tense forms are I am reading, is reading, and are reading. So for that we have words in Saṃskṛtam. For example, taking the word gacchati, going, taking the word go, taking the dhatu, gam, to go. Gacchati, gacchati means goes. It is present tense as well as present continuous. In Saṃskṛtam, we don't have present continuous. I read, I am reading. For both, agam patami only. Agam patami, I read. I am reading, agam patami. Right? So gacchati, balakaha gacchati, the boy goes, the boy is going. Now, coming to the topic, main topic. The boy who is going, or the boy who goes, is eating or eats a fruit. Now, two actions are done by the same karta, same boy. You have to note the samana karta. Even in tum pratyaya, lep pratyaya also, karta is same. I think we saw that in that context. The karta cannot be different. Here also, the boy, you can see the boy who goes eats a fruit. Two actions are done by the boy. One is eating action, other one is going action. So, balakaha gacchati, palam kadati cha. You can say in Saṃskṛtam, boy goes and eats a fruit. One way of saying. Or another way of saying, yaha balaka gacchati, saha palam kadati. But these don't tell that action is continuous. It's only the closest way of conveying. The boy eats and goes, but doesn't exactly convey that meaning. Therefore, there is a need for a continuous participle. The continuous participle, the suffix is required, a pratyaya is required, which will create a continuous participle. Even though this is only represent the close, very close to this, but it is doesn't represent the sentence completely. The going boy eats a fruit. Therefore, there is a need for the pratyaya. Now, how do you form that continuous participle? By adding what pratyaya? That is what we are going to see. In Saṃskṛtam, it is called Shatru and Shanaj. You will see what it is. Another way of saying it using the continuous participle. Gacchan balakaha palam kadati. Here you can see the usage of gacchan. Gacchan is the participle, continuous participle. Gacchan balakaha. So gacchan means going. Who goes? The boy goes. What does he eat? He eats a fruit. So gacchan, it has got an action, and also it is an adjective to balaka. Gacchan is pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. It is a noun. Even though it is a noun, it also has got a kriya. Derived from the gam dhatu. Kriya also is there. So verb also is there, and also it is a noun, adjective, qualifying the karta balaka. Gacchan balakaha. Balaka is pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. Kadati refers to balaka, therefore it is also ekavachanam. What does he eat? Palam. So two actions are there. One is kadana kriya, then one is gamana kriya. Both are done by the boy simultaneously at the same time. And since these forms doesn't clearly denote the actions are done simultaneously, therefore we need a pratyaya. We need a pratyaya which can convey this meaning very clearly. And that is achieved by adding a krit pratyaya called shatru pratyaya. Adding the shatru pratyaya to the gam dhatu, you get the form gachan. How to derive this? That is what we are going to see. How to form these participles. That is the subject matter now. So gachan balakaha palam kadati. So gachan is, now we know from the gam dhatu, the form gachan is derived. By adding what? By adding pratyaya. What pratyaya? Krit pratyaya. Krit pratyaya already we have saw tva pratyaya, tuman pratyaya, lep pratyaya. So now we are going to see another pratyaya, which is called shatru and shanaj. I'm using the word shatru shanaj frequently. So now you will see really what it is. What is shatru? What is shanaj? Okay. That is the topic. How these participles are formed, that will be the topic. We will see that in the next class. Okay. So this shatru and shanaj, that is a continuous participle, is derived from the dhatu. Please note, this is because it's a kridanta. Being a kridanta, therefore, it is derived from the dhatu. It is derived from the dhatu and it's a pradipadikam. Like balaka. Balaka is also a pradipadikam, but not derived from the dhatu. Whereas gachan is a pradipadikam derived from a dhatu. So to a dhatu only we add krit pratyaya to get a pradipadikam. That already we know. We know it very well. We have seen. So a dhatu can be converted to a pratipadika by adding the pratyaya called krit pratyaya. And there are so many krit pratyayas. One pratyaya is this continuous participle pratyaya, which is shatru and shanaj. Why shatru and shanaj? Dhatus are there. Therefore, we have two sets of pratyaya. Two pratyaya, not two sets, only two pratyaya, shatru and shanaj. So that will be the topic of
We lost you for 20-30
We
seconds.
lost you for just, a fraction of a second.
Oh, sorry. I said this shatru is added to parasmapadi dhatu and shanaj is added to atmanipadi dhatu. Only that much I said, nothing else. Because we have dhatus which are parasmapadi and atmanipadi. Therefore, we have two pratyaya, shatru and shanaj. Okay, that's what I said, nothing else. Okay, we can stop here and we'll continue. We are going to talk on shatru and shanaj. It will go for many classes because we are going to see the forms of shatru shanaj derived from the dhatus from all the ganas, all the 10 ganas. So it's going to be a long topic. If you have the Saṃskṛtam Batch I II shatru shanaj book with you, very good. Otherwise, I have a soft copy I will share. You will see. We'll work on that. A lot of examples are there. The whole book we will do. So we can stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.